Hey, it's Jack. Happy New Year. Today is December 31st, 2021. So, hey, we're on the final stretch of 2021, which is not a bad thing. And I just wanted to, make a quick video today. There's so many people out there making videos and giving advice about what you can do to be successful in 2022. And I wanted to share with you, as a real estate agent, how can you be successful? There's got to be like a gazillion of those videos out there, almost all of which are pretty obnoxious. So I decided, why don't I make mine one? So that's what I'm doing today. But my advice for you is, this is both a thing that'll help in 2022, but it's really kind of like a life thing. And my advice is really simple, and you can probably execute on it in a number of different ways, but I'm going to kind of show you how I do it. And my way is really old school, and this is how I do it. When I come into work, like on a Monday, I literally make myself a list of things to do for that week. And then every day, I also make a list of things for me to do that day. I use a notebook, one of these notebook things, and yeah, buy them by the caseload. I don't know if I want to, there we go, they're lined. And I'll just come down and make a list. I know it's so simple. And you're probably like, well, I do that on my phone or whatever, and that's fine. I find the very low friction of just having a pen and paper. And so I can get the idea from here on a piece of paper because, I'm a geezer now, right? In my mid-50s, and I can forget things. And I find that the easiest way to transport it from here to some type of storage method on the piece of paper is just to simply write it down. Also, I can do this while I'm on the phone. If I come up with some idea or some question I want to ask that person later on in that conversation, because my short-term memory is so bad, I can just jot it down. And it keeps me incredibly organized for the week, for the day. And I also, every couple of times during the week might have a little strategy session for myself. Really, where do I want to bring the business? Not today, what's not my micro priorities, but my macro priorities. Where do I want to go this quarter, for the next 6 months, for the next 12 months? So you might have a little strategy session with yourself. I'm not saying this is a diary. It's more like just list of things to do and where you want to take your business. And I find that if you write it down, at least that's what works for me. If you write it down, then you have like a guideline. Sometimes I'll have a page with all sorts of thoughts on it. It really don't make any sense. And then I'll flip the page and then I'll organize those. Typically when I have a list of things to do, whether it's for a week or for a day, it could be 10 things on that list. I'll just pick off the top 4 that are the most important. And I'll put a little number next to them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll go out and do those things. Make it happen. Get those 4 things done. Cross them off as you go along. It gives you kind of a little sense of accomplishment. And then when those 4 things are done, then you can then prioritize the other 6 that you're still on your list. I think it's really important to keep yourself organized. And think. He's not the founder of IBM, but the guy that kind of made it super successful, Watson. His favorite logo or saying was think, and they used to have it on the walls at IBM in the hallway. He didn't found IBM, but he made it super successful. Think, and that's actually kind of why Apple came along with the other phrase, which is think different, which certainly Apple is the antithesis of IBM, of course. But if you think and then put it down on paper, and if you want to put it on Google Drive or whatever other thing you use to organize, but you got to get it out of here and into some type of storage unit, like a piece of paper. I don't really keep these. I usually have the last one that I used on my desk somewhere. But other than that, like, I've got them around, but I don't archive them or anything like that. I suppose you could do that. But I don't do that. You might want to, but I don't. Occasionally, every once in a while, find one from 2 years ago. You're like, oh, is that what I was thinking? What a crazy idea that was. But you know, the more ideas that you can get from here to here, the more things you can kind of work out about your business, and being a real estate agent is really working for yourself. The more organized you can be with your time, which is your number one asset, as you've heard me say before. So that's the strategic advice to be successful in 2022 or any year, really. And I've been using these notebooks and making these lists for, I don't know, 20, 25 years is like second nature to me. So you find out whatever method works for you, and have a great and happy and successful new year. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.